everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be updating my makeup basket. So if you are new to my channel, I keep all of my everyday makeup in my little 90s pink caboodle. And the way I like to do it is I'll go through everything that was in last rotation, and then I'll show you, give you some kind of reviews about the products, anything I have, to let you know about it, and then I will bring in the new stuff, and then we'll do some swatches. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you that I do have my vanity finally, and I put some of my makeup in there, and then the other half of my makeup is living in our office. So I just wanted to show you where that was, because eventually I would like to do more of like a shop my stash with you style, but for now we're just going to do it this way. So let's get started. I kind of zoomed you in because I want to be able to show you close up and see, you can see a little bit better like we're sitting here talking about it together. So on the side here, this stuff pretty much always stays the same because I don't like to have too many eye products open at the same time. So I have in the ABH Lash Brag Mascara. I really did like this at first when I first started using it, but now it just transfers on me. So it's probably getting close to where it needs to go. Has a great wand on it. Definitely gives you some volume. It's a little on the messier side, but overall, I don't know. I think I'd probably not get this one again. The packaging is pretty. It's like actually pretty heavy, but I don't know. I'm not 100% in love with this. So once this is done, then we won't get that again. These are always in here. This is a Kevin Aquan. It's a white and then a black eyeliner pencil, and then this is the eyebrow pencil that I have, and it's actually almost finished, so I'm going to be really excited to finally get to try something else. So that's what's left in there. And then this little bugger is still going. So I've been trying to get this completely used up for months and months and months after I took the stopper out of it, but still has product in it. So once I finally get through this, I'll change it over to the NARS eyeshadow base. And then I just have like another liquid liner in here. It's a Tarte Man Eater, and then a Maybelline for the waterline. This is a gold one. And these things are just going to stay the same. Over here, I put most of my base products, whatever can fit. I kind of have a little bit more than what should probably go in here, but it just is overflow. This is really, really good. So for, I believe it's $5 at the Dollar General, this is a great foundation. I have mine in the shade Porcelain, and you can definitely use this for like medium, even to full coverage. It looks beautiful on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy, and I think I would rather have something else for the summer because I don't want to be like really, really full coverage during the summer. So I'm going to put this back for now, but this is really good. If you've never tried it before, I would highly recommend it. Then I had the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 15 Light, and I'm going to put this back and try something different. These things are just going to stay in because I'm trying to focus on using them. I'm not panning them, but I'm like unofficially panning them. This is a Mary Kay Time Wise. This is in Bronze 1, so I like to use this as a liquid bronzer sometimes. This is an Ivory 5, and then I have this. This probably has like this much left in it, and this is very, very oxidizing on me, so I'm just trying to get through that. I have my little e.l.f. loose powder, the Banana Under Eye Brightening Powder. Love that. That's staying in. And my green NYX corrector. This is overflow for lip products here, so we'll just move that off to the side. What else? Oh, I had this in here. This is the Sassy and Chic BB Beauty Cream from the Dollar Tree, and this was in Light 1. This is very, very light, not as the name suggests, but it's just a lighter like BB cream. So I really like it, but I'm going to try something else and put that back. For my primer, I had in my favorite beloved Junon Co. Moonshine Primer. This stuff is amazing, and there's a code you can use down below to get some money off if you're interested. But yeah, you can definitely tell it gets a lot of love. There's a lot of product in this container, so it definitely gets a lot of attention and love from me. And I'm going to pull my Project Pan items out so that way there's no spoilers with that. We move those off to the side. So now down here, I was using the Wet n Wild Color Icon in Reserve Your Cabana as just like my setting powder because that works well for me. This is super red on me. This pulls really red. This is a CoverGirl Chocoholic bronzer, and this is very, very, very dark for me, but I can make it work. I just have to use a very light hand with it, and it pulls very red. So that is going to go back. They had the Kaja Mochi Glow in 02 Prism, and that is going to go back. So this is very pretty, but it is just straight up glitter. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I tried to turn my light down so that way you can tell. That's just like a really pretty pink shimmer to it, but it is just really straight up glitter. So that's going to go back. And then I have some items in here, more of like the things I'm trying to unofficially pan again. These were part of my project pan for last year. So this Ulta little eyeshadow palette that came in like a spring gift with purchase set, and I panned every single item in here, or every shadow in here, except for this Moonbeam, which is very pretty. It's a light blue, and it works really well in the inner corner, but I still have yet to use that, so I'm just going to keep that in and keep working on it. And this came with the same set. This is the Ulta. It was a duo, so it was a highlighter and a blush, and I finished the highlighter quite a while ago, so I'm still working on the blush, but this is how much is left, and kind of it's very pretty. It has like a shimmery look to it and it looks great. So I'm just going to keep that in. This is something that, I don't know if you remember, I repressed the e.l.f. Face Duo, the coconut one, in here because the first time I got it, it came to me shattered. So rather than waste it, I just took the two of them together and repressed it into one. So because of the highlighter part of it, it is very shimmery, but it does look really pretty, and I love that color. So I'm just going to keep this in and keep using that. This I wanted to really talk about. I don't like products like this, but this may have changed my mind. This is the e.l.f. Jelly Highlighter in the shade Bubbly, I believe. This came in a little glow set that Kristen gave me, and I'm keeping this in all summer because I freaking love it. So it's very jelly, and a little goes a long way. But look at this. It's so beautiful. It just gives the prettiest glow, and that was just like that. So you can kind of buff it into the skin and it will just give you that really pretty glow look. But because these items technically dry out faster, I'm going to keep this in throughout the summer and definitely get a lot of use out of that, because look at that. I don't know if you can still find that or if you can get that online, but I'm sure for the price it's probably a really, really good deal if you can, and I would definitely recommend that one, or trying it if you've never tried anything like that. This is a little overflow. This is my little Wet n Wild Brulee that stays in. And then here's some palettes. So I don't like to pull in too many palettes because I don't want to overwhelm myself. Plus I really want to get a feel for how they are. So this is the Mirabella Beauty in Glisten, and it's all shimmer shades. It's very, very pretty. I'm not sure if this is still available on their website, but if it is, I'll try to link it. And these are gorgeous. They are very powdery, especially this white one to try to use as an inner corner highlight, but it is very gorgeous, and I'll definitely always keep it until I use it up, but I'm going to put that back for now. Of course, my beloved Profusion Mattes palette. Any of the Profusion palettes I'm going to call my beloved because I just love Profusion. So I love this. This is just a great matte palette, and I dip into this quite a bit. I will show you some pictures of when I brought it in versus when it was last used so that you can see how much use I get out of it. But this one is definitely got a nice dip going in it, as well as this discreet shade. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but this is really, really a good $5 palette if you've never tried Profusion. This was the favorite of the entire month, or the entire whatever 2 months that this was going. This is a Seraphine Botanical Sakura and Sage Vegan eyeshadow and blush palette. My favorite out of this whole time. So this is the colors here. So you get 2 blushes and then some shadows. So I'll swatch them for you because they're so pretty. This is Filgery. This looks great all over the lid. So I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that. I'm going to try to give them. This carob is gorgeous too. That one's a little chunky, but I don't mind it. This sparkle is what I had all over my lid in the last video, and it's just beautiful. So let me see if I can get you to see that, or if it will actually focus. I have such a hard time with getting things to focus for me. But yeah, I'm doing it no justice whatsoever. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm really glad that I got that off of Mercari, because I had a feeling I would like it, and I definitely do. And then the last couple items are all going to be like lip products. So let me just move this down so I can show you. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking about these, but this was definitely a favorite. This is my only MAC lipstick that I have. This is NYX Angel. It's beautiful. I love it. And it definitely got a lot of attention. So just beautiful shade. And then also I had my e.l.f. Ride or Die Lip Balm in just Peachy. This is super duper thick and a really sticky formula, but it looks beautiful, as well as this Physicians formula, the butter. This is a really pretty like orangey corally shade, but it is like literally putting butter on your lips. It just goes on, it's melty, and it looks really pretty. So, but that's gonna go back. I had my Kaja Heart Melter in, I think it's So Fine. Yes, this is really pretty as well. But this is going to go back, and look how cute the applicator is. It's a little heart. See that? It's so cute. So that's going to go back. And then I had this on in the last video too. This is the Rimmel. I don't think it has a name. It's just 102, I guess. I don't know if you can see that. But it's one of the Kate ones that they had. So it's just like a really pretty hot pink type of shade. So I had that on in the last video. I love those kinds of colors. I don't know if they look good on me, but I don't care. I like them. So that's that. Then I have this one. This is just a neutral. This is a gloss that's living in here until it's done, as well as the Ulta primer. And then I have my little, I don't know where I did with it. I think it fell on the floor. Yes, it did. I'm not picking it up. My Milani lip liner. And then I added this one in here the last time, so that can just stay, because I actually don't have very many lip liners. So that's all of the stuff that I had in last rotation. I'm going to show you everything that's coming in now for the new one. Let's just start pulling. So I brought in this little eyeshadow palette. I just got this. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon in Camo Flaunt. I picked it up after seeing it on Sharon's Just Shut Up It's Sharon, her channel. I'll link that down below. And she had picked up these and was testing them out. I thought it was really pretty, so I decided to get it myself. So yeah, that is that. Of course, hello, can we, there we go. Oh, no, oh, okay. Well, you can see it. So that's that. That one's gonna come in because I just want to try and see what that's like. Then I'm bringing the Colourpop Blush Crush palette. This is just really pretty pinks. My mom got this for me as a Christmas present, so I'm going to try this. Let's swatch a couple of them because I don't think I've even touched it yet. I don't remember. Let's do the glittery one, the Pop a Bottle. That's that one. And then let's do Enamored. Oh, I like it. That's pretty. And How Rogue or Rouge, and Blossom Up. Going for all the glittery ones. Let me see if I turn this down, if that will help. Oh, there we go. It's kind of focusing. Let me see. Is that better? Is that better? There we go. That's really pretty. That's going to work really well for the end of spring into summer. So let's play with that this month. I might as well show you the other palette since I'm just going completely out of order of how I normally do things. So the next thing I'm going to bring in is this NYX Berlin Palette. This was from Kohl's. I got this a couple years ago now, and it comes with 2 blushes, or 1 blush, 1 highlighter, and 4 shadows. So I have not touched this one. I have the Los Angeles one, and that one has gotten a lot more use out of it. Let me see if I turn this back up now. Just keep playing with this thing. Eventually I'll get the hang of it. But yeah, so I just actually swatched it. This is like the 5th time I've tried to film this video of having a lot of technical difficulties. So let's see if we can get some swatches. So this is the highlighter shade. The only thing I don't like is that they don't tell you if it's like a certain name, so you wouldn't be able to kind of purchase it on its own. But this blush is super pretty. Very, very, very pretty. So I'm really excited to give that a try. Okay, so moving on, then they just have the 4 shadows, so we'll give that one a go. I have never used this, the Chocolate Bar palette from Too Faced. So I got this at TJ Maxx a while ago. I still haven't touched it, so excited to finally play along with this and get some use out of it. So that's coming in. And then the last, like, nope. I have another little palette, not really a palette, but it's this little LA Colors Beauty Pot from the Dollar Tree. And it's just some pretty gold shades. So we'll give that one a try and see what we think of it. So yeah. And then I was trying to swatch all 3 of these together to see what that would look like as maybe like using it as a highlighter, but it's a little too gold for me to pull that off. So if you can see that, there we go. So yeah, we'll just try it as an eyeshadow and see what we think. And then I have the Jouer face palette. So this is one of my favorites that I have in my whole collection. This is the Champagne and Macarons in the Sweet Cheek. So they have 2 different ones, one for a deeper skin tone and one for a lighter skin tone. These all work perfectly for mine, and the suntan bronzer is perfect, as well as the citrine highlighter. And between the 2 blushes, I like them both equally as much. So that is the highlighter that's there. There we go. So really, really pretty, beautiful, like natural glow to the cheeks. And yeah, very, very excited to have that back in my life again. And then I have just like the single products. So I'm going to kind of run through them a little quicker because I know I'm always going so long with these videos, but I can't help myself. So I'm going to bring this back in, Maybelline Fit Me Powder in 110 Porcelain. Now we're not focusing at all. OMG. Oh my goodness. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so 110 Porcelain, let's just use this some more because I want to get some more use out of it. Then this was in that little glow kit that came with the jelly highlighter from Kristen. So this is the e.l.f. Plus Glow Primer Stick. So it does feel very like silky on the skin, but just gives like a glow. So we'll try that and see how that works under foundation. And I'll just try it on the cheeks too and see how that works. Highlighter. So let's do this. This is the Lou Manizer from the Balm. And we're going to give this one a go. I don't think I did anything with this. I don't remember if I brought this in or not. I might have, and then I probably didn't use it because I was just using other ones. So give that a go. And then I have this Artist Couture Loose Highlighter in Purple Dream. And it's funny because it just looks gold when you look at it inside the container. But then as soon as you swatch it, you can see the purple little glitters that are in there. So I don't know. There you go. Kind of see it. You can see it. It looks more of like maybe a pink that's on there, but it definitely is purple. So we'll try that and see what we think. Okay. Then moving on, let's do some blushes. So I'm bringing in the L'Oreal 193 Charming. So this is just like a nice neutral shade. Give it a little swatch. Yeah, it's barely showing up, so we're gonna have to build that one up. But this is the e.l.f. Bali Putty Blush. I saw this from a friend here, Meg Eastburn, on her channel, and I thought that it was way too dark when I saw it in the package. But then when I saw her use it and how it looked on the cheeks, it looks really pretty. So I decided to get it and try it out for myself. So it does look very intimidating in the pot, but then once you put it on and kind of buff it into the skin, it looks really pretty. So I don't think it's really showing up the way that it looks on, like in person on the camera. So let's try that out and see what we think. And then the last couple items are going to be like a couple lip products I'm going to bring in, and then also the foundations. So e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I have not tried this yet. I want to give this a try. Then I normally don't ever do this, but I'm getting a little bit more curious to try things out, so that might be a bad thing. But I'm going to bring in these different foundations. So we have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation and Soft Ivory. You know, this was the one that broke my no buy because I found 2 of them at the Dollar Tree for $1 a piece, so I could not pass that up. This is the Revlon Candid in 130, so just it says anti-pollution foundation. And then this is the Maybelline Dream BB cream and 110 light. So give this one a try and see what I think about those. And then I'm putting in the CoverGirl True Blend Concealer in Fair Porcelain. So we'll see how that works with my skin tone. It almost looks like the same shade, kind of. A little bit, this is a little bit lighter. And then we have 3 lip products. So we have the e.l.f. lip product. This is from the Dollar Tree. It's just like a really pretty hot color pink. And this is in the shade Classy. So I'm going to add that one in for this rotation. Then we have the Colourpop Luxe Liquid Lip in Prince Charming. So pretty. That one's a little bit deeper pink. So more of like, not berry, but just like a more of a deeper pink. And then we have the ABH. This is like a liquid lipstick in the shade Crush. This one I'm really excited to use because it looks really, really pretty as well. So yeah, those are the 3 I'm bringing in. So now I'm just going to swap everything out and then we'll speed it up and then I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Okay, so this might not fit in here, but I'll take that out and just put it to the side when we're done. I have everything changed. Oh, and I forgot to put my Project Pan items back in. Okay, so this is definitely not going to fit, so I'm going to take that out. So I just decided to keep in this one, and then this CoverGirl, just because it's like kind of goes with everything. So I'm going to keep that in there. This is my Project Pan, and that's going to be it. So I picked quite a bit of things, probably more than I normally do, but it's just because my curiosity is finally starting to get to me, and I really want to have options. That is going to be it. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye. So one of the things I mentioned before in one of the previous videos was that I had had my mom's aunt's vanity passed down. She passed away. So one of the things that was in her home was this wooden vanity. So I brought it home. I've always wanted one. And this is where some of my makeup is living now. So I just wanted to show you quickly. It's still not like set up the way that I want it, but I put my primers here, foundations, this is brow stuff, one pair of eyelashes that I own, concealers, eyebrow pencils, I put some makeup sponges back there, and then over here on this side I stuffed a whole bunch of eyeshadow palettes, so some smaller ones and then some of the larger ones, and this is not all of them, this is just what I could kind of fit in here. And then on this side I put more of like my face palette stuff, so these little e.l.f. duos, the Alamar, some of these like just any kind of like cheek or face palette. And then over here I have my single eyeshadows and powders, and then I put some setting sprays. Don't mind that mess on the floor, I'm still cleaning that up. But that's where some of my makeup is now. I'll show you the other area I keep it. Here's where I'm keeping the other. So this is in the computer room. So it's still not where I want it to be. Oh God, don't see that skeleton on the wall. That's Frank's. So I have more eyeshadow palettes up here. Some here. The little e.l.f. ones here. More there. And then down in this area, I have a lot of my lip products, blushes, bronzers, highlighters. And then these two down here are just more of like body care products. So I'm trying to consolidate everything into one big area, but we just don't have the space for it, so I'm slowly working on it. But this is where the other half of my makeup lives.